Earth begins to move as hundreds of killer frogs burst from the depths. They are hungry and ready to feed.
Hello and welcome to the fourth and final part of our magical Maestro Mazdamundi's magnificent mission to collect all spells under the sun. He's got a lot of them, and he's even upgrading them, so we've borderline maxed out there. We're doing pretty well. Act 3, so they're all going to be elite battles, but good news, they're the exact equivalent of Act 2's elite battles, so if you fought your way past Act 2, you shouldn't have too much difficulty here. Final boss, of course, being the exception. We're doing fine health-wise. At this point, I like to stop for a second and gauge our kind of XP relative to how many fights we'll take, so I mean, let's see how many I can take. You get one guaranteed off the fights, and you can get possibly one off the campsites, depending on whether or not you heal twice or take a point of XP. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Random events don't necessarily give you one, so they're not guaranteed. So 1, 2, 1, 2, same. Okay, so the best we can do, we can either go 2 there or 2 there, and then we can have 2 camps for. Basically, when you go to a campsite, you immediately get a round of healing for free, and then you're given a choice between either a second round of healing or a point of experience. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 2 free rounds of healing in theory. So looking at our XP rates, Mazdamundi would level again, which is great. It goes up to 8. You would level 4. You would level once, and then you would need 3 for the next one, which you would in theory get if we gave you all 4. So you can level a bunch. You're going to be stuck down with only 1 level. We can't get you 5. Same principle with the riders. You could level twice if I give you more opportunities. That's good. You could also level twice. Same idea. The warriors, if I took all 4 points of XP, could go all the way up to level 9. I've never seen that before. Usually it's impossible. Why is that? Ah, I know why that's happened. Do you recall, I think a couple parts back, they had the Lost Regiment random event whereby they got a point of experience for free. It was timed perfectly because they just leveled up, so they got all 3 experience for free. So by just random chance, we're going to have the highest level unit you could ever have, level 9, which is going to be pretty cool, and they'll level as well. So yeah, I'm going to go for it. I'm going to take the battles and just go for max healing, and then a campsite before the final boss is great because it gets you in a nice healthy position before we get stuck in. I was thinking these have done quite well for us. I was going to give them a little name just to kind of reward them for their efforts. Eeny, meeny, miny, and Greg. There you go, that's fitting. Need 2 E's there, of course. Well, let me check, okay. Here we go. Perfect, right. Okay, so let's, we can go up or down, doesn't really make too much of a difference. Okay, so just try that one. Aolotti, so up against fellow lizards. The meager priest in command of their forces, no mighty toads to counteract us. You can take a flank and kill whatever you want. You can take a flank and kill whatever you want. You guys hold the centres. You can fly over this and be a bit of a nuisance, and then you be a distraction on the side there, I suppose. That works for me. Right, so they have some shooting of their own to contend with. It's largely... I'm going to go for my swarms, which is a touch annoying. We're fairly vulnerable to ranged output, so I don't want those being shot. They'll come forward and likely shoot you. You can kill everything there, don't worry. Do I trust you to defeat a Triceratops? That only has 4 attacks and we've got 4 wounds and we regen, so we're a pretty effective counter. You can't really deal with us. I believe, yeah. Slag now has the Salamander aspect, so we had it last part. There you go, you've done 2 wounds, 0. Now before I start passing a bunch of terms, would I rather use my nets to freeze anything in place, or would I want to freeze? If I froze those, do you think I could slip by and catch those and kill them before I have to deal with those? Probably not. I think even if I get there, it's going to be close. I'll just use my fingers on the screen and be a bit cheeky. I'm just seeing whether or not if I... Oh, I might be able to do it. I might be able to move up to here and charge them if I freeze them in place. Yeah, let's give it a go. So anything else you want to use of your ridiculous myriad of options? Throwing a fireball is basically all we can do now. I could put Greater Blades on one of my allies now, so that it will then kick in later, so then I have opportunities to use the spells later, but I think we're largely strong enough where I need to be, so I'll just give this a go. Oh, and I'm going to fall just shy. I can't do this. Well, as long as I charge first, I might be able to squeeze that and get the hit on them before they can stop me. In that case, I won't worry too much about locking them in place. Instead, I'll just shoot them. I do double wounds, so any hits I get are good. Yeah, instant killed half the squad, not bad. And then throwing a fireball. Should I just Greater Blades? Yeah, I can put it on them because I'm going to get stuck into a defense 7 unit. So being power 5 base, 6, 7, 8 on the charge because of great weapons is perfect because it gets us 1 over them. So may as well do that now. Go mash up that Triceratops. That's annoying. They've managed to slip themselves in cover. They needed 6s to hit because the banner missed and managed to roll 3. How indignant. Okay, I'm just going to let them move around a bunch. You're going to come forward and flamethrower me. You can't kill me, so who cares? Oh no, only 3 wounds left. We're in dire straits. They're going to come forward. Can't get you into their flank, which is a shame. I might, if I wait for these to come forward, be able to flank that skirmish unit, which surely, even as paltry as they are, surely you could defeat at least those. Should I net one of the Triceratopses in place, do you think? Probably is the best use of their spell, so if I net him in place, I can't really squeeze a shot into that before it comes. You'd be actually best dealing with this for me because there's 18 wounds worth of target there and your double hits there would be very appreciated. Again, the issue is their range though. If I just have you start rushing up here, it'll take you a turn, but you can come up around and start getting around that. Yeah, for all your wretched 6s. They'll do the same, but they'll shoot into something too tough to bother. I don't want to fight these head on yet. We'll probably get better options later, so just stand here. I don't know if I have the movement to get over there. We'll give it a go later. What I can do to be a bit clever is if I get to here, obviously they can see me, because they're also flyers like me, they can disregard the terrain. However, what they can't disregard is the fact that they can't fit their base in contact here. There's not enough room. So they won't legally be able to charge me, which means going to the front of the skirmishers, could I be a bit smarter and maybe position myself to hit them in the side? I have to come much further this way. Even with their immense range, I don't think they quite have the movement to pull this off. No, they're not targetable there. Oh, it's close. Can I get... No, I can't really get any closer. Maxed out there and I can't quite see them. And I think if I go any further to the side, I'm not going to catch them. So, okay, we'll do a positional turn. We'll just get cramped up to here. And then they're going to do whatever they're going to do. What do they do? Power 2, we're defense 3. I could just throw them in. Yeah, we're basically safe here for now. Then my spells, I could web that one in place. Throw a fireball, just start reducing someone's health somewhere. It's a choice between either netting that one, which doesn't really avail me anything, I don't care if that one comes forward, so I think I'd rather just chuck a fireball. It would be the most effective target. Killing one of these with ranged output so I don't have to bother killing it in melee would be quite convenient, so I'll do that. I might struggle rolling ones, but yeah, progress is progress. They're going to come hit my swarms. They could do... they'll probably kill one, but then they'll just lose because they're really bad and I could buff you with offensive output if I needed to. So, yeah, come charge a swarm and get killed. And form and shoot us. You miss every time because I still have the Banner of Mist. Okay, and then sadly, because of the immense charge radius of these, I can't get there to shoot them this turn. Stall. Maybe later. Or javelin range. Difficult to maneuver around the monsters. Okay, sadly they got to charge us first. If they charged with anything else, I could have hit the fire lizard before they bothered me. So instead I'm just going to stand here and let them come in. You could hop over now. Do not charge that, you'll get killed. I could charge that and I could use a combination thing, so defensive spells from you to buff them and then your own offensive spell on yourself to win. That should be sufficient to give us the victory against the skirmishers. They're going to charge us there, that's fine. Everything else is okay. Ah, they reached us there. I don't mind. That's an easy win for us. As elite battles go, Aeolotti here is probably the hardest of them all. They've got range. They've got super maneuverability with all the admittedly fragile but fast riders. They've got tanking monsters, nasty output with the fire lizard, so basically a bit of everything. I'm not wasting that on this now. That's a complete atrocious. That's fine. Spells. Okay, I've got 2 combats to think about. I don't need any help here, so it's purely a question of which of these 2 would I rather assist. They're what, power 2, your defense 3, so the re-rolling the 3-up save is more effective than the +2 because it caps out at 2+. So for defense, it would be that. Or I could use Greater Fury just to make sure we kill everyone everywhere. Oh no, it's not. It's not like a Divine Favor where it affects everyone. It's only one target. So I've used the defensive one on you, and then the offensive one. We really like an offensive one over here because I don't want them to lose. Admittedly, even if I lose, they won't break because they're Fearless Discipline 10, so I'm just going to ignore that. Let's focus entirely on this. So you give me the defensive option. Good. Doing exactly what I'd hope you do. Taking a matchup you can't possibly win. It's also irrelevant. And then you use the offensive version. That should get us through there, no problem. Ah, okay. Well, if you win that, hopefully you do, you can then run away to not get, immediately killed. Using Divine Favor spells all over the place. I move really fast. We'll do this first. Do you think I can slip around and get to the flank so they can't engage me? No. I'm inclined to just let them charge me. It'd be incredibly unlikely for them to get a kill. I'm going to come forward though, because it means when battle happens, we'll be oriented this way, so it's easier to get into more of the battle later. Doesn't matter at all. So just you 2. I'd love to start javeling things, but I can't quite reach them yet. Interesting. Okay, if I rush up there, can I javelin them? No, I still don't have the movement for it, sadly. I'm a bit concerned if I start bounding up here, he might choose to engage me. Not really much I can do to avoid that side. In fact, if he wants to, I can't get away from it. He's too fast. I'd have to run. I'd have to do that to guarantee I'm safe, and that's a complete waste of their output. So try and get up here and just help next turn. We get the charge radius is no problem. The issue is our attacks are just short. It's easier if you twist, so maybe if I do that, if I come further up here, hug that as tight as possible. Start making your way up this way. I'll never quite get there, I don't think. Oh well. Okay, their entire army is oriented on that poor priest unit. There we go. Maz takes a wound. Not what he's there for, really. Yeah, we wipe them out because we do double wounds with Slack, so it overspills and annihilates them. Yeah, right, here we go. 2 heals from Teto, very good, and then the unit gets a reroll. 6 of 6, and then power 6. Don't roll triple 6. 5 hits, I get a 3-up save, re-rolling. No help there, but we do win by a fair chunk. Please run away. Phew, okay, by 1. Oh, good. Now we can run when we inevitably get charged. Ouch, but they do all 6 wounds, that's not good. They immediately die, so who cares? And this one would be too taxing. We have Raptor aspect, so that's an instant kill as well. Now you sadly might get rear and side charge, which means you can't run. Not a huge amount I can do about that. Do that first. Yeah, and then who do you want to fight? If I kill that one, it's then going to take me a turn to reorient and hit them. Whereas if I just fight that one, I can kind of ignore the lizard. I'll go for them first. Okay, so is that the back arc for those? Yes, I'm afraid so. So you're not going to be able to flee here. You're finished, guys. I could charge straight in, but I'd rather wait for them to turn and then just run up here and escape their arc. All riders. If I net that one in place, I could shoot it a lot before it can bother me. So spells, you are dead. I'm going to be brutally honest. So I could favor this turn to give myself more accuracy. And what you'll be skill. They might use Divine Favor on themselves, so that having the extra skill there would matter. Otherwise, netting that one so it can't turn around and you can get easy free shots and be unconcerned. You can rush up here and either rear charge that one or side charge those as you see fit. Yeah, I do. So which of these 2 I want to net? you could use Greater Fury over here. That pretty much guarantees the kill on this. I don't have Raptor Aspect on those yet, so it's actually going to take a while to chop through it, so they need a bit of help. So that over there, and then UNet. It forfeits both uses of those, which is a shame, but I'm willing to let it go, so do this. They do Divine Favor themselves, I saw that coming, so he's stuck, and then you want to do this one. Lots of extra power, so what does that get us up to? 10 on the charge, which is 3 over their defensive 7, so the Mighty Triceratops reduced to a 6 up save, and that's it. I don't care about that. You just rush up here and be a distraction piece to the best of your ability. Okay. I forgot the AI can do that. It cheats. It's not meant to be able to move, but it's still able to turn around. And now I can't escape its radius. I could probably do that and get away from it though, so yeah, let's go across that way. Is that out of their charge? I'll just hover them. Yes, I'm well clear of their charge radius, so we'll do that. Blasted AI. Interesting, the net works sometimes to hold them in place, but not others. It's not really possible to determine whether or not it would work as intended. So this angle works fine, so I'll take that. We'll go forward, shoot them. Lots of ones, just okay, 25%. Get out of their way. Fail to rally, and then you want to rush up there to hit that Triceratops later. Or even the bruisers where you're so inclined. I'm not too fussed, probably that is easier. You've got Raptor Aspect, so I'll have you kill those. Right, here we go, the big one. You do nothing. Eeny, meeny, miny, and Greg are going for it. Unfortunately, Divine Favor is going to cost us a lot of hits. We do 6 wounds instantly. Raptor Aspect would make a difference there. They can't kill one, we gamed out. Their damage output is too woeful to threaten us. And then hacking the last 2 off should be easy next turn. Here, Maz gets 2. That gets a couple more. Doesn't matter what they do to us. I guess to prevent being Fire Lizard, I could just charge them again. Right, our extraordinarily dead pterodactyl unit. Ouch, yeah. If I was cheeky, I could have potentially tried a flank rear charge on those. As it is, I'm not too interested. I'll just do this instead. You stay with those. I guess I could try just shooting that one to death with my chip damage and then charge them later. It firing, barbecuing me makes no difference. Yeah, you stay out of it. You're better off. You'll take a bit of damage from that shooting you, but I'm not too concerned. Me first. I will use you first because I want to use a net before anything stops me. Blanket. Many. Okay, just 2 wounds for now. I'll come back here and stay with them in case they rally. Spells, you'll find to win this. Do you need a bit of punch here to get through that in 1 turn? All the way power 4, 5, 6 on the charge because of the 2, but it's still defense 7, so it gets a 3 up save. So yeah, a bit of extra welly there would be good. 2 and reroll hits seems good to me. Right, you are going to be a hassle. Did you turn? They flubbed it. So if this dies, I can then go straight into them and continue the murder, which is perfect. So to make sure it does, I'm going to go ahead and go standard right now. Yeah, you do an amount of wounds, who cares? Annoyingly leaves you, you're going to turn, and it's going to be really difficult for you to escape this. I'll probably have to flee them instead. Or they could position really badly and just let me walk away here. They can of course see me, but we don't care about that because they're about to be stuck anyway. Come up here. Yep, get the shot. Good volley. Got a single one. Okay. You. Whatever. Okay, can we do 2 more wounds? With no support now, but yeah, we got them. And here we go. So like a lot of hits. Yeah, average. Wow, 18. Okay, worker. Was it 14 times 2? 28 wounds instantly. You are very dead. Okay, you're going to charge those. Ah, that's a shame. You could Chris away. Okay, I'd have to hit that one in the side to stop it. I really care. I could use one of my defense 5, use my radiant shield, don't take too much damage, hold, turn around, and then just start pummeling it. That leaves you free to skirmish and kill those. Is that more or less of a hassle than sending them in, taking more wounds to the Braves, and keeping them at full strength? It's much harder, honestly, to replenish Saurus warriors than Braves, so I'm going to send them in. With a maximum of 6 hits, it's outright impossible for that poor fire lizard to actually deal with us. Bit of help over here. Who needs the most? You're, I suspect, going to break and kill that in one turn. With your output, dealing double wounds is just so good for combat resolution. We'll take a couple hits back, probably take some wounds here. Question for me between increasing their defense or their offense. You've also got Raptor Aspect, so if you can do any damage here, you can actually hurt it. I gave them 2 power, they'd be up to power 5, which means it has a 3-up save instead of a 2-up. So that would give you good odds of killing it. You've got better skill as well, so that's not bad. Yeah, probably that's your best bet in just getting through it. I'm just trying to limit the casualties here. Although if I can heal them all in one turn, because they get 8 to 9 Braves back per pressing the heal button, so you don't really need too much help. Whereas these, losing any more of these would actually be kind of annoying. No, I'm going to protect the warriors above helping you. In case this is still ongoing. That now means he gets a 2-up save, so it's going to be like pulling teeth trying to hurt it. Here we go. Decent hits, but then it just comes down to rolling ones. Yeah, we need one more. Win by a bunch, but they tend to be fearless, so they basically never run away. And here, good hits. 5s rolling the 6s, good damage. There you go. It was all worth it. We saved one more casualty on a warrior. Finish that off. Then you get 3 attacks to the side, and you've got 4 wounds regen, so they can't hurt you, and everyone just kill everything everywhere. That, I suspect, is that. Okay, well, we're going to win, so it's just casualty mitigation, so we'll give you the shield. Make sure, give me the odds of getting a couple more out of the battle. Yeah, but they kill it on its own. Oh, good, now you do 3. You would have killed it last turn. I really like the Raptor Aspect upgrade on these, if I have any say. It's the one thing they don't have. Also, picking up Point of Skill would have been appreciated. Yeah, it's like stamps on it. As more and more time goes on, I'm more and more convinced that's meant to be a Z. You would have told me in the comment section by now, but never mind. We're going with S. Leave it. So again, as usual, our Pterodactyl Riders take an absolute kicking. I am using them like fire and forget ballistic missiles, so it's kind of my fault. New level, which is cool. I don't need re-rolling ones when I take basically no damage, so speed and terrain ignoring is way more useful. And then the Braves here. Just more of them. More javelin throwing. Yep, that's the way to go. And the Bruisers. Interesting. Extra wounds, so I'm even more resilient to being killed. I think they're tough enough, honestly. I'm happy with 4, so... And I don't want the extra one parked at the back, because he just goes into the back rank and he's not at all useful. So, yeah, getting another 4 attacks would be pretty cool for me. Okay, and then health-wise, you're fine. You're fine. Jungle Swarms. I mean, it's not a gold I'll make you 3. The Warriors. So if we think about it, there's one more elite battle, and then we get 2 campsites where I want to take XP. So we get 2 heals for free. That will generate us 3 to 4, 3 to 4, so 6 to 8, which gets us to full strength anyway. So in that case, I probably can just make do with the gold for now. And hope I don't take too many. If I take a lot of damage with them in the next fight, I can take a heal there to make sure I'm max strength for the final boss. If I don't, then I can take gold twice and still be strength for the boss. So yeah, I'll be cagey and take 20 there. You get 8 to 9, 8 to 9, so a minimum of 16 from the healing, so whatever it would do with AT. And then you would get 1-1. I mean, I really don't care if you're operating at a tiny unit size. Your damage output is woeful anyway, so just give me the gold. Okay, yeah, so slightly beleaguered, but that's fine. I'm being min-maxing as much as possible for a power spike later. Now, Sir Dagric, so less monsters, but it's a lot of cavalry, which our army will deal with just fine, because we've got a lot of raptor aspect running around. So I'm going first. Again, you take a flank, you take a flank. You can fly over the terrain to be a nuisance. You've got Jaguar aspect, so yeah, run up here. You can be in cover and ignore terrain. Take the middle. Might as well be in turret just in case there is some shooting. You can get a save. Right, so you can wipe out all the light cav for me. You kill all of this. That leaves me with these heavy ones in the middle. Isn't irritating water there? That will be constantly shelling me. Ideally, you would deal with that. So after that comes forward, maybe I can fly over and get it around. Otherwise, I'm not too concerned. Crosswings, it just shoots them and doesn't do a whole lot. Okay, 2. If I get unlucky, I might lose one when he comes forward and shoots me. I may, in that case, be tempted into using either a net to freeze that one in place or giving myself reroll saves. I'm going to do that now. I don't care if I lose the charge with this, which I will. Oh no, I can reach them. Good, so I can just do that and be a massive problem. Up here, and then I'll take some wounds off the Griffin. Okay, and then over here, I want to make sure I don't lose one. 4 wounds. The extra wound might have been a better... It's a min-max exercise, so I'm better in combat now, but I have to be slightly more careful not to take the damage, so... They'll come forward and shoot me. They get 5s to hit. What was their rolling like? I mean, they did incredibly well. They got 10 dice with 5 should net you 3.33 hits. And then I have a 3-up save. I should take 1.11 wound. I took 2. So a bit of a shame. I think I'll give you reroll saves just to be very safe. You may also get mortared as well, which is a good shout. So yeah, making you more durable here. Keep my bruiser in the game. Here we go. That's a bit more reasonable. I would... Oh, wow. Yep. The shield saved me and kept the bruiser in the game. Can that draw line of sight to me? I think it can. So just to ensure I don't lose the extra one, I'm just going to do this now. I believe I'm now safe from being hit by the mortar. Its line of sight is that one. That one, I believe. So yeah, it's kind of hard to tell with all the lines. Don't know if I'm 100% a fan of the new radius system for drawing line of sight to targets, but okay. Just about make it out. Good, they're targeting something else. Yeah, the cover kicks in. Well, I'd say using cover. I had the Banner of Mist anyway, so that was completely redundant, but hey-o. That's all of their shooting for the most part. I'm going to ignore you and fly over here to have you go kill that for me. That might be a bit too early. If I hold off a bit for you, I can wait and see where these move. Nets, Divine Favor, or throw a fireball or something. I'm gonna web that one so we can separate the big nasty one from their unit. I'm pretty sure they'll send that forward, so I can just throw you up here. Okay, you're in ideal death by javelin range. I appreciate it. Sadly, they are defense 5, so all those 1, 2, 3, 4. I would, if I used greater blades or some sort of power increase, I would have instantly killed a lot of them. Wastes its turn. You two. I don't know, swarm's gonna swarm. Could have the swarms come up here and engage that one. Which isn't a terrible idea because currently it's gonna hit my poor unit in the flank there, so I can stop it from getting its flank off. Okay, just come here and tie them up in combat. Also irrelevant, that leaves you and you. I don't particularly need to engage you and risk losing Saurus Warriors, so they're just back off. That one's stuck. Okay, now I think I'm safe here because with their measly 10 attacks, save that one. They're being charged by that one instead of the unit. I'm fine either way. Could just have you kill them there. They've got, what, 2 attacks, I lose 1 or 2, and then I regen to fall for free anyway. saves me from being mortared a couple times, but then it will be hard to kind of chain together. Well, then next turn I'll be able to stop the mortar with melee, so actually I will do that. We could just kill them the old-fashioned way. Where they go might be a bit of a headache for you, but never mind. Yeah, well, if we kill this, we'll go straight on to them, so don't worry about that. Spells and the like. You do this now, so you're not stuck here. Nothing for the mortar to target. Do I want to use a net first before they have an opportunity to move that unit? Because currently, how would this work? If I net it in place, I'll probably kill those, and then they'll try and charge me. I can flee and be safe. Then you can come around there, and I can just sort of ignore them for a good long while. As opposed to damage output, I won't need any help here. Damage output here would be appreciated, so probably I could use Primal Fury with you to make you power. I'd like the big one though, the extra power does change the mathematics. The big one for you, and then I net that one. Depends there, how many... I've got that unit left and that unit left, and I think they moved that unit last from what I saw. So I should be able to squeeze this off. I need combat help here, I'm power 3, which means they only get a 3-up save. I've got plenty of attacks, I do double wounds. I should be able to slip enough damage to break them, so I know this is the one that could go awry. Well, I get a jungle swarm back for free anyway, so who cares? Yeah, let's just make sure this is dead. I've changed my mind. Make that disappear. Okay, they already moved it. Such annoying. What up? They moved in such a way that I think I bypassed them. Yep, there you go. I can just come up here and flank that anyway. That leaves your spell free. I'm going to charge and kill that, so yeah, let's Primal Fury those. Rerolls are appreciated. Power's irrelevant. You need 2 to change the mathematics. Use some sort of spell on yourself, it'll make no difference. Back into the fight, please. I opted not to assist this because I don't think they'll need it. Unless I roll terribly here. Got away with it, only 3. The unit gets mulched. Doing 3 damage is not enough to kill a bruiser. Mazdamundi takes a wound, does 1 back. No, I think I misread that. Oh, Slack did terribly there. Only hit once. Fine, we'll kill you next turn. Here, jungle swarms. Fine. Not exactly imagining amazing damage output from them. But they do break them. Very, very scary snakes. Right, here. Got our rerolls. 10, it's actually 15. And then we're power 5, unit's dead. This one's going to be a doddle for us because we just counteract most of their stuff. Tie those up. We stop getting mortared now, I appreciate it. There's naught else to do for the moment. Okay, you faced in such a way that if the mortar isn't dead, you're going to end up getting rear charged and killed, so I should probably do something to bolster your output in a second. First though, you want to rush up here and javelin those. It's not going to matter. Oh, that's why Radiant Shield probably kept them in the game. Concerned. You can get up there and you've got nothing to do, I'm afraid. Okay. Well, if you're dead, then I'm going to have you charge that and kill that, so I'm just going to completely disregard that for the rest of the battle. I do rally. Then spells, I've got 2 uses, so again, I'd love damage output. It's defense 5, which is going to be a nuisance, so we're power 4 base, 5 on the charge with a hand weapon, and then we can make them 6, 7, which doesn't... I mean, it changes the save roll from 4 up to 5 up, which is good, and I can give myself rerolls. Sadly, with so few of them, I sincerely doubt I can actually get through in a turn. So what's the best I can do? I can give you Greater Blades for +2 power, and then your own Primal Fury for an extra power, which makes you 8, so it gets down to 6 and gives you rerolls. That's the maximum amount of output I can offer you to try and get through this quickly. Just go nuts on them, there you go. Power 8 reroll hits. Over here, the Mighty Wizard duel continues. That hurts them again. Yeah, you are very dead. could even charge the big one if I wanted. Yeah. I don't expect a whole lot. Yeah, the extra attack's kind of nice. Over here, right. Go for it, Teto. 1 hit. Dealing a wound. Good start. And then your friend. Quite literally can't kill it now because I haven't done enough damage, but I'm hopeful the wounds means it breaks morale and dies. We need to do more. Oh well, you're in trouble, guys. Okay, do I send these in to save them, or do I just sacrifice them? The unit will be reduced to 0, which is not allowed to stay at, so at the end of this battle round it'll go up to 1 anyway. And then I get 2 free rounds of healing, so it goes up to full size regardless, so keeping this more healthy is actually more convenient, so no. Could flank those and kill the big one, or I could just kill the small one. Let's kill the big one. And then afterwards I'll put you into their sides, wiping them out. Too concerning. Swarm your way up here. If I can catch them in the flank. Don't quite have the movement. That was more effective. Quite close, but no. Uses reroll hits. Spell-wise. Do this easily. Try and get out of the radius of their charge because that unit's going to be gone. See if you can be there. Then leave. Annoyingly, the mortar might still be alive, so I need to actually consider that. You will win this with your double hits anyway, but you do struggle slightly from a... What's your power? 5, 6 on the charge, 7, 8 with this, so it becomes more effective. And I could use your regular fury on you just to give you a better chance of dealing those wounds. Bring to fury there. Oh, I forgot I have no more use of primal fury. Oops. Okay, more skill then. I can't get to anyone to throw more javelins. I'm out of time. Here we go. No hits from Teto. The unit does nothing. Great. Over here, mighty duel. We do a wound to their knight, who does 1 back. And then Slack just stomps on 5 of them for nothing in return. That's javelinable. They'll charge us here and get killed. Stroke of brilliance. Am I? I'm safe from being mortared for the most part. I think I obstruct their line of sight. Don't bother charging, just shoot to death. But it can't see anything because of all the units in the way. And then once we're through with that, we'll go straight onto you anyway. Okay, up here. In case they survive, you can then recharge them. Or not actually, because it's a character, so he has the annoying ability to fight backwards. You need a bit of output. You're not going to die, so more power. You help. You, I don't know, provide moral support. They did exactly what I needed them to do. They took no damage. Wow, we lost. Okay. Brilliant work. And over here, knights go splat. Meeny, miny, and Greg doing us proud. The minute I get Raptor aspect on them, they'll be basically perfect. I say that, they're already killing everything they touch anyway, so it might be redundant. Teto leveled. Can't get the more spell stuff, which is... I was about to say it's sensible because they upgraded everything. No, Fireball and Primal Fury could have been upgraded, but fine, Recruiter it is. And then the Riders. Extra seal. More speed is redundant when you're already speed 21, so... Yeah, that. If you're going to go after artillery pieces, dealing double wounds to them might be convenient. Oh, I didn't get 1 for free. That's a bit embarrassing. Okay, forced to heal. I thought it always gave you 1 back anyway. Right, you're full. You'll go to full at the campsite, don't worry. You'll go to max at the campsite, so nothing needed there. You're already full, and you're max at the campsite, so take all the gold. Good, okay, 825, not bad. We'll heal up. Take experience with everyone because there's no need to heal. Okay, a couple more levels. Mazdamundi leveled again. Another spell. Here we go. Divine Favor. Oh, he also gets the all Divine Favor. That's good. You get the full army effect ones. The one downside to having a character with this many spells is one use per turn. I so many times where I went, well, I would like to use that and that on you and you and you and you, but that's why I went straight for the second wizard. It's going to be quite beneficial. The swarms, interestingly, more wounds. Interesting proposition, actually. Okay, 6 wounds apiece gives us 24. Gets you no more durability, but an extra unit size would give you 25, so a bit more, and theoretically 1 extra attack, because I think he goes to the back. 1 attack, 1 attack. I mean, if you're just using it as a pure durability tank unit, the extra unit size is probably the way to go. More wounds are more wounds, even if it's just by 1. Okay, here comes the last shop. Yay, more spells. Okay, unit-wise, I could probably buy 2 of these, but let's do my due diligence first. I'm compelled to take the spells, so it's on Teto Echo, but that's okay. Radiant Shield. Target unit rerolls felt. Yeah, so he also has the shield, which is cool. And then Wild Form for the caster in particular. Leaving me with 745, which is enough for both of these, which would be very cool. And that, what, 698? Leaving me, what, 47, so I wouldn't have enough for a 50-point magic item. I mean, I basically bought all of the banners I'd really be concerned with, so probably just taking reroll saves on Mazdamundi to make sure he doesn't die in a duel or something would be the way to go. So yeah, take the Triceratops. Instant Salamander aspect. Cool, another invincible Triceratops, and we get another skill. Interesting. Move and ignore terrain, serpent aspect, so he forced them to reroll 6s or just flat skill. Probably serpent aspect. Okay, and then the other 390 on you. Unit size can go them straight up to 4, which is pretty nice. You get, what, 12 attacks as opposed to... It'll be exactly the same, but you have more wounds to play with, so probably that one. You got another unit of 4. And then they get their own salamander aspect, so they can just regenerate as well. Slightly not quite as durable as the other one, with only 3 wounds, not 4, but good enough. And then for the last bit, yeah, Maz, I definitely want to make you invincible. Obviously, the worst thing that could happen is you get stuck with a nasty enemy character in a fight and they bonk you on the head to death. Okay, and then we'll take the last heal. Everyone goes to straight max, which is pretty cool. Okay, and then we get a last round of XP. Triceratops levels again. And, oh, how far? I thought the bruisers would get another one. Oh, no, because they're 4. Ah, they're 1 shy. No shame. No raptor aspect for you. Slack levels. The skill, I guess, at this point. We are struggling to hit things. It's a bit of a nuisance. Then the warriors here. I can't benefit from unit size. We're past that point, so I'm just going to have to take Jaguar aspect. Level 9. Oh, blimey. Is that every aspect going? Serpent, Raptor, Turtle, Jaguar. Are there any missing? All the banners? Yeah, Swift just missed. But I didn't take... no, there were a couple missing. I didn't take the Valor or Discipline or the reroll check one or the War Banner, whatever it is. So the reroll saves one. Oh, no, they don't have Salamander aspect, which is valid because they literally can't. It doesn't come up in the pool, so you can't get it. But pretty close to max out there. If I bothered to waste money on the banners for them, I could have had a truly maxed unit, but whatever, they're rubbish. Okay, orientation time. Yeah, so at this base size, you're stuck with a maximum of 4, which is why I was quite happy to leave the bruisers like this. You can go to 4 as well. Do you want to finally stretch that? Okay, I was about to say, do you want to stretch these? I can't. That's the limit. Okay, and then you are also capped, so good. 2 regenerating Triceratopses, 2 bricks of regenerating bruisers. Yeah, large numbers of Javelin Braves. Fully up, truly maxed Saurus Warriors. Holding swarms, and then my magnificent wizards here with as many spells as I can chuck in. I didn't get... I know I'm missing one. I know... oh, what's it called? Hex of Ruin was one I didn't see come up, so I think we're missing one. I don't know if there are any others. There are, of course, character-specific ones that we're not going to get regrowth or anything from the Wood Elf Druid or stuff like that, but that's... I think we're one off the maximum number at any wizard can take, because they get their one. He gets Ancient Knowledge, so he's technically got one more there. He's got his one special one and then a cap there. No, sorry. Does the Necromancer have it too? Yeah, he has Raised Dead and Unholy Vigor. So possibly if you maxed out the Necromancer, they would have the higher number. But I think we'll take it. Arcane Web, Fireball, Ancient Knowledge, Greater Shield, Greater Fury, Greater Blades, Greater Wards, Greater Favour. That'll do. And then Sword of Ruin for an extra Fireball. Oh, well done, Maz. Like a true slan. World's End. So this is the easier one because it's the baddie version. So I'll put Eeny, Meeny, Miny and Greg on one side. You can basically beat anything you come across. I'll put you on the other. You'll also do quite well. Another regenerating one of these. Probably go down the middle. I'll have you like a big nasty front line here. Can just dominate the centre. There'll be stuff. You'll fight one here, and then there'll be another one coming down here. So probably have you there. Both the bruises in together. That's nice and thematic. You hold the centre to just be annoying about it. You can fly, so get to here and then flap over that and get to their rear line stuff. What am I going to do with the Braves? Well, if they're engaging stuff in combat, you'd probably be best off just shooting something in the middle. Right, here we go. So we got Boar Riders, Bone Dragon, Feral Giant, Undead Giant, Standard Giants, all the flavours of Giants. Some Minotaurs, some Trolls, some Centaurs, and the one... This is why I much prefer this one to fight, because there's basically almost no range potential whatsoever, just that paltry catapult. But I'm just going to pass. If they want to throw one at me, I don't care. Most of these things will just regenerate or tank it anyway. We've moved into ideal javelin range. That's pretty cool for me. Bizarrely, you don't seem to have a... That's a bug. The Dread Knights don't have a charge radius. That's them hold. That's the button for them, and they don't do anything. Okay. Comes the rock. Can't. Oh shit! That was the 3 you did, not the 4-1. Very unlucky. I didn't get a save. Oh well. Forward you come. I'm happy for you to just kill them all. Take any duel you want and start smashing. Do I want to... I could just take a couple of wounds off, make it easier later. Okay, and then all the spells. 5, 6, 9. Freezing something in place. Do I care? Not particularly. Lock that. No, that's fine. If I'd like... Well, you're never going to get there because it's basically impossible, so you're better off probably just coming up here and flanking something. As and we'll see what the enemy allows. If I freeze one of these in place, this holds in place, and just have you come up here and fight the giant. With only 3 of you now, I'm not super convinced you can win that anymore. Yeah, with only 3 attacks as well. Lower skill. It's only skill 2, so we can actually beat it in that regard. Maybe I will put you in, you can have a bit of help, so... Greater favour for skill. I'm going to walk forward and shoot it with a whole of... Oh, I could use the blades on you to throw your javelin to do some nice damage. Then you can finish them off. Yeah, that's the most fun option I can come up with. Oh, is it limited to combat now? I think I forgot. It's not going to help me. Yeah, I think so. Well, first things first, I'm going to have you come forward and get... You're basically going to engage any one of these in combat and just get in the way. You have to take you on. 2 wounds. There's my radius. You're going to come forward and get slaughtered by the bruisers. Don't care about that too much. They'll come forward. I'd like to fight the giant trolls, but see what I can do. You come forward and javelin that. It may just die outright. Even without the stupid feral blades not applying, I do 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 wounds. Just too many dice, forcing you to roll ones. Stand behind here so they fight you and not anyone else. You're more than a match for any of those. Well, elite heavy infantry might be an interesting battle. I'll still back you. It's not a concern. They're going to come forward a bit. Haven't moved yet, so I should put you forward. That giant, we'll see who I have to fight here. If they charge me, I can't actually counter-charge anymore because I can't fit my base, so I would prefer to fight the giant. With only 5 attacks, it's very unlikely to get a kill, so it's almost safer. This thing is slower than us, I think. Or it could be exactly even, 11 points each. So I can't get a charge on it and deny it the charge. It makes no difference. It doesn't seem to have any charge bonuses. So I might as well just get stuck in. Get to here and hit it, no problem. Careful. I think I've reached it there. Sadly, that gets me into range of them. They can't draw a straight line from their centre to me, so I think I'm safe from being charged anyway. Can't fit through there anymore, so you're irrelevant. And over here. I'm going to navigate this. Probably just wait around for a turn, because you're able to get over next turn and start maybe doing something more useful, flanking someone. So just park there. I would prefer you shot that or whatever. All the myriad of spells. There's nothing here that lasts through successive turns, so it's just a question of doing a bit of damage now. Netting. I guess I could net that. What would be the point? Gets these two separated. I don't really care. Just let it come forward. So now I'm just going to throw a fireball to that one. So if I get to charge first, I'd like to do this to secure that charge. I do. Good, I'll do that before they can stop me. We're going for we're going to counter. We go the bruisers. You take that one. Very good. Take that one as planned. The infantry lines haven't met yet, but they will do shortly. Okay. Spell-wise, who needs help? You might need a bit. They do what? 2, 4, 6, 8. No, 2, 4, 6, 8. 12 attacks hitting on 3s. They get 8 hits. There'll be power 6 against defense 7. I get a 3-up save, so it would be. Usually it would be. If it was 9 hits, it'd be 6 wounds, so about 5.66 wounds on average. I've got 8, so I just tank it. I'm fine, and then I regen all my health. But then I only do about 2 hits on average. No, sorry, I have more attacks because I have horns, so. Yeah, horns is +1/+1, so I have 5 attacks, 2.5 hits on average. Power 6, defense 5. I do double. No, I don't have raptor aspects, so I'm not going to do a whole lot here. I would need to support this one and start crumbling them, because otherwise they're going to get trapped. So that needs a bit of help. Over here, how would you do? Better skill. 16 attacks, 3s to hit, results in 12 hits. Power 6 on the charge. Defense 6, it gets a 4-up save. It takes about 6 wounds and there's 2 left. Its attacks gets 2.5 hits. And it's just never, unless we're incredibly unlucky, we just won't lose one. So I think I can trust you to kill that over 2 turns without any actual support. Spending a spell over here to kill it in 1 turn and be super effective doesn't change anything. So the help, I think, should go here and here. Yep, so okay, and of the help I can provide, it will be you. I could give you big prime, so that makes you power 6, 7, 8, which gets you over their defense and gives you rerolls. That's probably the best bet for that one. I'm going to trust you just to kill the bone dragon. I don't think you'll lose. The white, it's going to take a while to get through Maz with defense 5, 5 wounds, rerolling save, so ignore that. And then you can contribute what? Another. You have your own radiant shield now, which would probably be good over here to guarantee I don't lose one. Yeah, that gives me good odds of keeping them alive, which means that we'll win the combat, and then they'll probably take more damage off of crumbling than anything else. So yeah, what do you use first? Greater Fury, this one. Do some actual effective damage here. You want to shell me again? Blinds into a unit which is just a mass of wounds and nothing else. Pass, because that's all they're shooting. Doesn't matter. You've moved to an interesting spot, which does absolutely nothing at all. If either of these die, you might end up finding yourself being flanked. Well, you'll go into and fight those anyway, so if I kill that one in return, you can immediately kill them. Does that change my plan? Do I want to maybe use an offensive power rather than a defensive one over there? Possible. In the middle, just going to throw these, it just gets stuck in, guys. Swarm them with snakes. What? Oi, where are you going? I don't know what the spell they targeted with. They had Primal Fury. Who got it? Not you, not you, not you. Ouch, they got it. That's going to be painful. More power, so up to power 7, which changes the threshold and gives them reroll hits. You might be in trouble of actually getting one hit killed. May have to change plan and give you the reroll saves as well to make sure you stay alive here. Good use of the spell. You're going to come forward and enter a mighty duel with those. Fight on the front line in great battle. I don't know what your plan is there. You may be destined for getting a javelin to the eye. Can't reach them this turn, but I think I can get them next turn. But if I get you out the way, maybe I can. They've already all moved. Could even just flank them with this unit and hope they break them. Our raptor aspect, so I could hurt them effectively. Could I be using you for anything else that would be more effective? Maybe rear charging that one. Yeah, I'll have you deal with these, because there's no way you can contribute otherwise, so it'd be more effective to have you flap over and help here, while you help on this side. Are there any other units I can use to stall? No, just these two, so I'm going to have to wait for that decision. If it turns to face me, I'll kill them with the warriors anyway, so that's okay. Come over here, turn, come around, rear charge those. Spells. I trust this, I trust this. This and this are questionable. How much does it do? It's got, yeah, just a meager 4 attacks. So it gets 2 hits on average. Power 6, defense 5. You get a 5-up save. I take 1.66 wounds. I shouldn't lose a bruiser. And I should do 6 hits back on average. Power 6. It takes 3 wounds on. I should just win. So I'm going to make sure this doesn't go terribly wrong. I'm going to keep you alive. Greater Fury, Radiant Shield. Shooting stuff. Go for it. Shot. Oh, did they reach me to flank me? Oh no. Okay, you're in for a bit of a... That's bad news for you then. Okay, you're not going to get any of your charge bonuses. So it's stuck down at power 4. That's unfortunate. Can you rush over there and shoot that? Not yet, but next turn. Blasted trolls, I couldn't get there to stop them. There you go, there's plenty of hits. Oh, I forgot they has to reroll 6s as well, so even more, yeah, just dies because of it. Doesn't do enough damage to bother us, so that's, someone's going to get a right kicking here. Right, they're questionable. Not enough to kill one, we're safe, good. I assume, oh, I forgot I have to reroll hits against this thing. Yeah, I managed to flub both combats mathematically, but we came out fine. Right, can you survive this? 12 of 12 hits out, so I'm glad I would have taken 6 wounds, which is reduced to 4. My hits become pretty decent. There we go. No raptor aspect, so we draw. I don't have to roll an unfortunate morale check and run away. On this side, the mighty duel commences. We're basically all fine. I take a wound, whatever. Right, the bits that matter. I need you to hit the bone dragon real hard. It rolled triple fight, of course it did. Uh-oh. As long as you don't fail a discipline check, they'll be fine long term. Needs luck to do better against the dragon. Here, I've got a choice. You're out of luck. You're going to get flanked and then hit from the front anyway, so I can't help you. You could actually just charge those and kill them. An amusing solution. Take a bit of damage. I have Raptor Aspect and Power. I'll be Power 5 because I still have Greater Blades. I mean, yeah, it's probably better than just shooting them, so I'll do that. Here, if I do that first, they can't stop me. But it does mean you're guaranteed to get a horrid charge into your back next turn, so I'm going to leave the Minotaurs free to run around. I'm going to deal with this. You, bad news, yeah. I could, ooh, that's an interesting idea. I could save you from being flanked from 2 ends by throwing this unit almost away. That then lets you reorient to face this. Obviously you'll take a turn. I'll use a shield or something to keep you alive, and then you can do all your damage output. Alternatively, I could just go with the plan, let them hit me. I get all my attacks forward. I'll use a shield anyway. I have Curse Standard. Would I lose and risk running away if I let them both hit me, even with magical assistance? Probably alright. I don't think it's too terrible. Yeah, let's break this in. I'm going to trust you to hold here valiantly. Okay, both sides. You will kill those for me. What's that Minotaur unit going to do is an interesting question. Might have to fight them with the swarms. No, I'm not being shelled to death. I've still got the majority of my attacks. We will definitely use this turn. You spells. I've got to really think about that. You use this as well before I do anything else. Okay, you're on my case here. So if this is that front or side arc? Side arc. So unless I kill this, I'm going to be hitting the side and the front. So I'll let them kill this. They'll break, they'll win and die, and then yes, they might charge and kill my unit here, but then I'll just turn around and kill the Minotaurs and this unit. So you're going to be sacrificed to effectively clean all this up. You stay here because then you can hit the trolls if this combat's ongoing, which I sincerely hope it is. Long term, you're in trouble from then hitting you, but don't worry about that. So, magic. I would like definitely some help here. One of you is going to have to Radiant Shield that unit. What is the other choice? Greater Fury onto someone. I could Greater Fury this just to get me through so I can kill it and move on. That would allow me to come over here and start fighting on this side. Could even Greater Fury those and put all of my resources into this turn so I can do really effectively. I might even win the combat and break them, which basically almost guarantees me the win overall. Yeah, let's fully commit. So Greater Fury you, so you get up to power 6, which is a good threshold against defense 5. Don't care about that. Yes, they'll use their own Primal Fury, which is going to be a headache. I'll give you full reroll of shields. I know you have reroll 1s already, but they're power 6, so it's all the benefit there. Oh dear, and then Warcry kicks in as well. So they're now power 7, 8 on the charge. Not good. It's enough to get over, reduces my defense 5 to 6 up save. You stand there and get ready to help me in this combat. Probably from the side on rather than from the back, because then if I take the back one, that gives them an avenue to charge me and get involved in the battle, whereas currently they're stuck outside. Here we go again. One hit is not enough to bother me. Redraw, so I can't crumble them, which is a shame. Here we go. Etta. There's nothing. No support for them this time, means I'm not worried about their output too much. Oh yeah, and Raptor aspect from those helps a lot. Just shy of breaking the unit and getting out. Here we go again. Take, ooh, 2 wounds, ouch. I'm close to being dead. Need you to start wounding that dragon. Okay, I need to actually lend some support over here now magically to get me through. Here, yeah, the unit gets crushed. Oh, what? Not a single... Ah, okay. Oh, because of all the abilities, they went up in power. So I get a... Well, even if I had a 4-up save, I still rolled 2, 3, 3, 1, 4, 2, 1... Okay, so it still would have been atrocious. Okay, my best unit just broke. That was not anticipated. This is going to be difficult. Take some damage. 6 is re-rolling. Good. Shield's kicking in already. This will hurt a bit. Re-rolling. Oh yeah, shield's doing wonders here. This will do good damage to them, and I force them to reroll 6s. So I'm winning the combat by a huge margin. Good. Some attacks back here, which also come... Okay, so I just win. They're all going to break and run. Okay, so the middle is going quite well. I've basically got them. Saurus Boys got depleted. Can you break these for me? Oh, yes, you can. Okay. So this has turned into a bit of a nightmare on that side. You're just going to die now. You're going to be forced to engage this anyway, so you might as well take the charge, get your bonuses. Can't do anything but stand there, so stand there. There's a war cry and their hand weapons made them stronger than I thought. Now scroll back down. What was their roll to hit me? No, I think I lost it. Trolls attacking sword. No, it's too far back. I don't know how far the log goes. Someone tell me how preposterous the mathematics on that one was, because I think I got a bit unlucky. Right. This is obviously not going to go our way anymore, so I'm going to have to start bringing you over. I'm now going to commit to helping myself here so I don't die and lose a whole load of magic support. I probably want to use both spells on this, just to make sure I don't forfeit. Well, really, it's only the Toad that matters, and he's already got reroll saves. So I just need him to chin the damage from the White Lord. So all that I need offensive output is what I really need. So I'll have you Primal Fury the Triceratops. I need you to hit the bloody blown dragon. Getting rocked again. There you go, just costing me whole jungle swarms per volley. Does that just let me kind of... So I just abandon this flank entirely and move up here. charge either or of these, depending on what's available. This side, you have yours. Greater favours, everyone's got skill. I think I have the skill advantage. Not here, but basically everywhere else. It wouldn't help there, it wouldn't help there. It slightly counteracts Minotaur damage, but I think you're screwed anyway. I should probably help this unit, just make sure I don't take any more casualties and beat this one. I've got plenty of... I'm power 6 already, so it's not too much of a hassle. I'll give you a shield. Quite tough. They have their own... Is that another use of Primal Fury? Yeah, we're being counteracted by enemy magics. This is what this feels like. It's actually kind of annoying. Trolls don't rally because they have dismal morale, but they do because they have better. Oh no, eeny, meeny, miny, and Greg. Ouch. No damage to the giant. Yeah, Minotaurs are very potent in combat, so we've had it there. Break. Swarms are just safe though, so at least we don't lose those. These should be able to clean this up and get me back into the battle. Okay, these two units are now free, that's a big deal. Right, only one hit. I'm not going to lose Maz, which is good news. Need Triceratops to do some work here. Who's attacking? Dragon, we don't care. Here we go. Reroll. That's better. There we go. One turn of assistance gets us straight through it. Right, over here. Save. Okay, the skull gives away. It doesn't work. No Primal Fury this turn, but we still hit pretty hard. Uh-oh. Oh, come on, guys. It's dismal rolling. Just barely won. Fine, and then I'll throw them in. We can hopefully clean up the rest of that block. Wow, we take almost no damage. You hold? Yes, you do. That's amazing. They might... So, we lost... I choose to believe that Miney and Greg are the two that left. We lost Ely and Mooney. You go in there and finish those off. You're just dead. Sorry, you want to get rid of those so they don't come back to haunt me. You're going to start flying over there to... Or maybe our original plan of getting you onto that catapult may at last see fruition. Okay. Right. Want to come over this way, fly over and kill the catapult. Shooting. Why not? Do any damage to that, that's fine. Skill. Primal Fury. Primal Fury, the swarms. That would give me decent odds of definitely breaking and killing that unit. I'm power, what, 2 right now? I would become 3 with rerolls. 3 doesn't make any difference if the rerolls help. We're kind of out of strength. I trust you to handle that. Is there anything better I could be doing? Throwing a fireball? Not really. Letting someone in place? Not particularly. Greater favour? Nah. Let's do that. Oi! They picked the best possible target. A Banner of Mist helping me out massively, keeping one alive. Okay. The overwhelming amount of power I have stacked on this flank is now at last going to help me out in the rest of the battle map. Okay, oh, I could give them Greater Blades as well. So they then have superpower. There you go, power 6, and could absolutely eat all of the goats. In this world, snakes eat goats. Okay, you, one of my best units. Could slowly make your way around. Yeah, they went the wrong way. They would have been having a field day over here shooting into Minotaurs and Giants and the like. Reroll because I reroll 1s passively. There's nothing back. And at last dies. Jungle Swarms, one who needs to do damage. Which they will do because I made them obscenely powerful. There's a Shaman left with 1 wound. Over here, I'm fine. Just winning. Okay, we're now apparently just going to slowly, I say slowly but surely win this. I mean instantly win this. You are a very dead bruiser. It's swarms recharged. You can't flee because they're frenzied. Go away. Okay. Alt. You're stuck. Oh, wait, I can flick? Oh, they're not frenzy, they're fearless. Do I just have them stand there? I mean, I've got how many wounds left? 4, so 5, 10, 14. They have 4, 8, 12, 15 attacks. Unless all of them go through, I'll survive and just hold them there, which is convenient, and then someone else can deal with them they'll be like positioned here, so I can probably flank them with a unit. Yeah, I'll just have you do that. You shoot that one and probably kill it with 1 wound, and then charge into that one. Then after the annoying centaurs who took your 2 friends from you. Stuck there, okay. You on. Rally. See about that. You first shoot and kill this. Why is it 5s to hit? You know why? I think it's still benefiting from the banner. The unit, I think, had the banner of mist. The character, of course, doesn't display that it has a banner of mist, but is still allowed to benefit from it. What's their arc like? Pretty deep. I don't think I'm going to be able to escape them entirely. I do, however, have better movement than them, so as long as I'm on the edge of my range, you can see them. Might be able to catch them with a charge. Be outside of their maximum arc. So if I rush down here, twist into them. So, I need to go even further. Probably too close now. They can counter charge me there. Can I get any? Well, I can't really get any tight. If I do this and come this way, might work a bit better. That will take. Maybe enough to keep out of their arc and still get the charge in. See. Needs a bit of help, but you could use some help to get through that instantly. Yeah. Greater blade. Shoot. Have your own magics to take care of wild form. So either extra skill, which is irrelevant because the extra skill would help me. It's only skill 3, it gives me 4, so I can hit it more effectively. Is that better or worse than giving Teto Echo more power and attacks? It's better because the unit has Raptor aspect. That would be far more potent actually dealing damage. There you go. So unless they get every single one of these through, we're alive. There you go. I'm alive on, what, 1? Good enough. There's a wound, which is cool because it means it's you 2 only need to do 2. Get it. Charge the giant, which is embarrassing. Could be a charge at that one instead. I'll then get you charged by those. You could flee, I suppose. Running away. You do that, of course. Ah, okay. They're both going to hit you regardless. Well, if I charge you one of them, I could do this and then I could flee the unit. How much damage does it do? 4. I might hold with a bit of magical help. Oh, let's just give it a go. Can't charge back, which is a crying shame. Oh, you just... Fine. So sadly, for that one being alive is obviously nice and Annie helped him, but from a combat resolution standpoint, we're going to give up a huge amount of points to this. Although they don't get friends anymore because it's a stagnant combat, so that would help a bit. You, best thing I can do, I think, is just give myself favour. It doesn't help there. 3 would help there. You're 3, you're 4 already. You become 5, so you hit them more effectively. And then Maz options. Give it the I could give them the shield. Be my best bet to prevent damage. And the small army of braves here. We went the wrong way and got stuck out of the battle. Mazdamundi does nothing. Take not as many wounds this time, which is nice. His luck. Contribute some damage. It's a draw. We don't have to roll a morale check. Their base power. Here, positive and negative rerolls. Curious. 1 wound, I think. Nothing back. But we re-roll the check because of greater favour, so we don't run. Very good. You extract yet further vengeance. We're going to use to help our poor riders. Good stuff. They're gone. Wow, no, I'm lying. Double 1. Rolled perfect save to keep himself in. Just let that great weapon. Okay, still can't help. Kill that. They'll flee off the field, don't worry about those. you. If this was still ongoing, I think the battle ends this turn, but no, we've got them anyway. Get more magic. Now use wild form. You increasing save. You'll be okay here. They're power 5, so they can hurt you. You might actually lose that. Ancient knowledge. I won't be able to use it, but I just want all my spells back. We're fine. We're in combat res anyway. Oh yeah, they definitely lost this turn because they're all going to be gone. Roll hits. Wow. Did Teto Echo just do 3 wounds instant, killing the giant? What a unit. And then they did another 4. They did another 1, so yeah, that would have instant killed it. You are squashed. Ooh, it's the Minotaurs. Alright. Sorry, Eenie and Meanie. Ancient Wisdom and Pond Life. There you go. Beat it and beat it on the hardest difficulty. Well done, Mazdamundi. We've collected almost all the spells, perfectly fitting for a Slan and their complete mastery of the lore of magics. Not many models lost, yeah, kind of average run. There's no number of spells obtained. Definitely breaking a record of some kind there. Slug did fine. They did amazingly, not surprising. They're basically a ranged unit, so they can do amazing damage. Great on Eenie, Meenie, Miny and Greg. Farewell, Eenie and Meenie. But they lost by 1 to Isil's Warriors. Would that be true after you add the numbers from that last battle? Probably, because this unit got stuck fighting the bricks in the centre of the Orc Warriors and the Ibex Warriors, so they got a lot of kills, whereas they went after largely elite things on the side. So, yeah, that's our best melee unit. Yeah, that's why you know it doesn't work, 'cause it says 0. And then it doesn't register, but you know it was fine. Okay, we've done it. Excellent. Get our little reward, which is the alternate model for our Super Toad. Oh, yeah, that's what the other one looks like. Oh, very sage-like. Yeah. Thank you very much for watching. I do hope you enjoyed. If you have any notes for other Subtle content, there is, of course, the 1 extra new character. I'll give that a go as well. But if there's anything beyond that you're interested in, please let me know. Or if you just want to chat with others down in the comment section, that's great too. Thank you very much. I do hope you enjoyed. I'll see you next time.